coming right there.
Hey gents, welcome back to Tactical Rifleman. I'm out here with John from the Range Complex. Awesome range training facility right outside Fort Bragg. John, former 7th Group guy, retired from 7th Group. I retired from 5th Group, so he's one of my sister SF groups, Green Berets, basically. We get a lot of questions, you know, hey Carl, where do I need to go train? What school do I need to go to? Hey, can you come do a class in Boise, Idaho for me and my buddies? We can, right? But you don't just have to come train with me. You can go anywhere you want. So what I want to talk about, and John's going to help me do it, is what you guys can look for in a range. Go train, do your own training, or places to go look to go take classes perhaps. So first and foremost, and you can hear it going in the background, there's ranges everywhere, but I need a range I can maneuver on, a range that I can move on. So what do you think? You guys have that. Yeah.
Definitely. We have over 1,000 acres. A lot of our ranges, we have multi-purpose ranges, 50 meter, 200 yards, and we'll talk about it later, but a 600-yard rifle range. A lot of what feedback I get from students and clients that come in is, hey, a lot of ranges are so restrictive on what you can and can't do.
Yeah, there are ranges you can't even draw on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
that's insane.
Here it's if a client wants to come in, rent a range, and do maneuver, transition primary to secondary, all that, I kind of vet them. We talk. They have to give me their training plan. I kind of do a quick vet, and then they can rent the facility and come in and do everything from maneuver. Instructors come in and run courses here. So yeah, as long as they come in, they give me a plan, and then we talk. They're allowed to pretty much do whatever they need to do.
Now, I've been to ranges that they don't give you that latitude. You come in and you basically rent a stall on the range, and then they've got to make everybody go cold every so many minutes so people can go down range, play with it. No, find a good facility near you. They're out there all across the U.S. Find one that you can actually rent one of the complete ranges on their facility.
Yes.
And it's not just for taking big classes. What it allows you to do is you can spread out your stuff. You can maneuver. You can put your barricades, your target stands wherever you want. You can shoot at your own pace. And that sounds easy, but guys, time is money. And we don't have a lot of time left. We really don't. You've got to get that training. Another big thing's targetry.
Yes. So when you come in and you rent, say, our maneuver range, and you tell me your plan, we have everything from steel targets, Bianchi plate racks, BCs on steel. And again, when we sit down and talk about your range plan, I pre-position all that stuff on the range. We've got barricades, some of the special props that we also have. We don't necessarily get into tactics unless you come to one of our courses, but we have where you can, we teach shooting around vehicles, using hard points on the vehicle. Yeah. So we do have those available also.
So he touched on barricades or the facades. Some ranges have them, but again, some ranges restrict you to just firing from a firing line. Yeah. Sounds so easy. All the websites look awesome. If you ever go to a range website, it's perfect. It really is. No, get out there, look at it. Look at the satellite imagery. Can I go down range? Can I maneuver around stuff? They've got all the props and the facades here. Yeah, I've got my own barricades that I can fold down and put in the Suburban for classes. You don't need that. If you find a range that you can actually, they have all that stuff there. Another big thing for me, my sniper background, I like precision rifle.
Yes, sir.
Not all facilities have that ability. Now, to do precision rifle, guys, you do not need a 1 mile range. You saying you knock down a plate at a mile, whoop-de-doo. I'm a member of the 1 mile club. Who cares? But you need 500 meters to really get into winds, things like that. So you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we've got a super 600-yard rifle range. We've got steel from already pre-posed steel, BC and gongs all the way out to the 600. With a future plan to push that out to 1,000. But like you said, we have some of our instructors that come in, PR course instructors, wind reading, and I know we're going to get into the course stuff later. But yeah, all that. When you, in conjunction with our, you can rent the range for maneuver. We do have a public range on the weekends for people just getting in. All that what, 600% in firearm sales in the last 6 months.
Without a doubt.
So we do have that where you can rent your stall, like you said, that if you're just getting into it, getting familiar with it before you come and take a course, we have pretty much all that. But yeah, we definitely hit the precision rifle stuff.
Zero your guns before you come to my class. I can't.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have guys that show up with their optic off their gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, now, may not be in your wheelhouse, but if you're looking for additional training, maneuvering and stuff, some facilities actually have small shoot houses or facades that allow you to do the fundamentals of room clearing. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and be teaching yourself how to do close quarters battle. Not at all, no. But again, if you have that department and that you need to start working on your high risk warrants, or if you're that military unit, that special ops unit, any kind of unit that's looking for, hey, we can't get the ranges on Fort Bragg, or we can't get the ranges at Fort Stewart, wherever you're at. There are lots of great range complexes out there that have all these additional capabilities. Like you guys have a little bit of shoot house stuff here.
Yeah, we've got two Saycon shoot houses, which is that shock absorbent concrete. So you can go from do your dry runs to Sims or UTM all the way into live.
And catwalks.
Yes, catwalks on both facilities for the
catwalks
instructors.
are big for safety. Yes, you got to have your range safety officer up top wearing plate, all that stuff. But at the same time, you learn a lot by watching other people do things. You find those little mistakes that they're making, and really that's what it is: the self-criticism and taking constructive criticism from your fellow shooters. That's what's going to make you better down the road. Now we talk about stress training, right? Because the whole point of combat shooting is you're trying to replicate being in fight or flight.
Yes.
Now, shy of me going up and yelling boo and scaring you, the only way to get right, and I can't continue to do that, for you to replicate being in the red in fight or flight, right? Certain vessels dilate, eyes, pupils dilate. You got to shoot both eyes open, but also the big thing is get that target heart rate up.
Yes.
I can't do that. I can't replicate the fear, but we can replicate getting that target heart rate up. So being able to have a maneuver area or obstacle courses.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, get out there around the range. Just understanding, don't make your guns hot till you get the firing line. But a lot of your larger facilities, while you're driving around them, you'll see that there are basically obstacle courses. These are good for just getting your heart rate up, doing that little stress test at the end of the day. But the other thing it's great for is checking out your kit.
Yes.
Everybody puts pouches on their belts, and they run great on a flat range, square range, but if you don't get out, try climbing walls, going through windows, doing this stuff, getting in and out of vehicles, everything works on a square range, guys. You've got to get out and do that stuff. So you guys have.
Yes. We put in an obstacle course last summer. It's probably around 800 yards. Total.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we started our TRC battle rattle, which is kind of that same thing what you said. We say if you think you can shoot, but what about when your heart's pounding out of your chest?
Exactly.
So we kind of go into that. Another thing that the battle rattle has done, and it's a lot of military, a lot of law enforcement, but it has brought, I think, guys of our soft background that have gotten out. The suicide rate's through the roof right now, but I've had like 5 guys come up to me and say the battle rattle saved my life. It gave me a refocus. Now I'm back doing shooting, I'm doing PT. But yeah, we have a huge obstacle course, and then you can also rent those. Say you want a range and want an obstacle course. Yeah. So when you come in, you can do your training and implement an obstacle course and implement 2 or 3 obstacles and just get after it.
Awesome stuff. All right, we had rain. We had a lot of rain the last couple of days. I've been out here filming. Then, guys, the Range Complex is awesome facility, and I appreciate you guys letting me come out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One thing that will save your training plan is having overhead cover. Sounds simple. You'd be surprised how few ranges have overhead cover on them. So you guys have that on quite a few.
Every range we have overhead cover. So you can come back, put your kit underneath there, or hey, the bottom drops out, you can come back, do some dry firing, and then stops raining, back on the range training. Awesome.
Now, more important to me than a lot of people, when I look at it, because you guys want me to come to your range, I need a classroom. I do. Now, I like air conditioning, but I don't need it. But what I do need is either a big TV or a one-eye projector. I need room for class. Now, even when I was in the military, we still had to have classrooms because we do planning bays, we do rehearsals, you do all this stuff. So, and it sounds trivial, but literally, guys, that's how you can look at a range complex and you can say, all right, this is just a mom and pop hole in the side of the city range where they've just put out some targets. You can tell a serious training facility by how nice their classrooms are. I hate to say that's how I judge a lot of places, but it's important.
Yep.
You guys have got nice classrooms.
Yeah, with fully heat, AC, big screen TV. You can hook, if you bring your laptop, we got projectors. And the thing that the classroom also allows us to do is say, it gets pretty hot here in the summer.
Yeah, brag.
Humidity. Anybody's been around North Carolina knows. And wait 20 minutes and the weather will change again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of times we'll break, when we break for chow, students get a chance to come back, rehydrate, air condition. We can do a quick AAR on what we did from morning to lunch and then what the plan is for the rest of the day.
Nice. All right, now, storage. I like to train for a long time, but a lot of units, it saves the taxpayers money. Whether it's LE or whether it's military units, when we go train, instead of going one place to train for 1 day, go somewhere else for 2 days, I can go knock out all my training at one location that has all these facilities. I mean, I'm getting more bang for my buck. We call it white space on the calendar. And not only does it save the taxpayers money, honestly, with the high op tempo our units have, you're saving marriages literally by instead of going here for 5 days, then somewhere else for 5 days and travel at both ends of that, and then somewhere else for 5 days. If I can go to one facility and literally come in and train for 10 days straight, I'm getting 12, 14 days, 15 days of training because I'm taking all that travel out. Sounds trivial, but literally training in one location. Now, in order for me to do that, I have to have storage because I need to be able to go out and drink and eat at night and drink some more. So how do I do that? I need to be able to lock up all my guns, I need to be able to lock up all my ammo. So what we look for is, people call it an armory or storage.
Yep.
You've got to have certifications to do that in order for your unit, whether it's your city police department, your SWAT team, whether it's your military unit. You've got to have certified storage, and you guys have that here also.
Yes, yeah, we got fully certified DOD, BTATF certified RMAG, an armored magazine, 3 levels of security from outside to inside, because a lot of the units come in TDY. You don't want to have to take your guns to a hotel room or sit a guy out here on the range and guard them overnight. So it allows you, we store ammo. We actually have 2. We're units that do explosive breaching. You come in, we've got one for your ammo demo, one for your initiators. So we have the ability to store all of that here.
BATFE has got certain restrictions that they've got to do. So, hey, I want to touch on a few other things, but before we do, I'm going to let YouTube slap us right in the face with a commercial. I'll see you guys when you come back. We talked about classrooms, we talked about storage, that's important, but it's the little things in life, especially if you've got co-ed units, you've got to have latrines, you've got to have facilities like that. It's not just latrines, you guys have a pro shop.
Yes, we got both. We've got hard structure latrines, male and female, air conditioned, for when you have to come back and do your serious business. At the range, just for we have porta johns and latrine facilities at every single range, so that's good. The pro shop, we've got a pro shop. We sell ammunition. It's hard to get right now, but definitely we do sell some small quantities. Hopefully we'll pick back up later. But yeah, some equipment. A lot of what we do is for veteran-owned companies. They want to highlight some of the equipment, whether it's Kydex holsters, gun bags, ammo bags, all that. We let them kind of come in and display their equipment, have their business cards there, just trying to help out vet-owned companies.
No, it's awesome, guys. Now, it sounds trivial, right? Well, okay, they got a pro shop. They're not trying to sell golf balls. No. Literally, you'll get them. Now remember, you've traveled all this way out to the range, and you get out there and you go, we literally forgot paper targets. Yes. No, what are you going to do? Well, we'll just take the backer and we'll draw on it with magic marker. It's got 10,000 holes in it. Yep. So having the targets, and you guys, all the VTAC targets that I like to use for classes, bullseyes, I saw you guys had all that in there. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, that's what I look for at a range, because that's important, because you guys want me to train at places closer to you, and I'm willing to do that. I will travel to certain parts of the U.S., so I am interested in that. You guys aren't looking for places to teach classes. What you guys need to be looking for are those those facilities that also teach classes, because as much as I want you guys to train with me, at the same time, I'll tell you, I'm just a regular guy. I'm passionate about teaching, but I'm not the only one that can teach, not at all. I encourage you guys to take classes from other fine instructors like John here. Now, so when you're looking for that, when you go to their website of whatever facility you're looking at, look and see what kind of courses they offer, because a lot of your smaller places, all they do is the basic NRA this, or they do the concealed carry license for just that state. You need that. I got that. You need that. All new shooters need that. But to really spot that awesome range facility, that you can really just at the website look and see, hey, judge it by the courses that they offer. You guys offer a bunch of classes.
Yes, and we get a lot of, that we have the public range on the weekend. Folks come in, they've just purchased a firearm, and maybe they're not really internet savvy. We give them a little flyer, say, hey, here's where we're at on the internet, and these are all the courses we actually teach. It's probably, if you go on the web, I think we've got about 30 different actual courses, and then the instructors that actually teach those courses. And as well as I do, there's a lot of people out there that don't really have the background for what they're trying to teach.
And some of them, they have the background. Just because you're a great operator does
Yes.
not make you a great instructor.
Yes.
And even if you were a Green Beret, a great instructor, doesn't necessarily mean you're great at teaching the civilian side of the house.
It definitely, it takes years to develop that. Hey, I can look at somebody, and the biggest thing, dealing with going from the military to teaching outside, and is, hey, what's your delivery method? Mm-hmm. How can you look at somebody and get them from point A to Z with a minimum amount of bullets, because they're paying for everything out of pocket. It's not, we don't throw it off the 5-ton and hey, start loading mags. But here is our methodology is brilliance in the basics. Same way we were trained. We were known as the land of the 25-yard bull. Because those that could run courses at 5 and 7 yards, it's not going to show you at 5 and 7 yards your flaws and your fundamentals. So, and we get into advanced shooting. Hey, it's just brilliance in the basics. It's being able to apply the fundamentals.
Master the basics.
Apply the fundamentals and different applications.
Awesome. What are some of the different classes that you guys offer?
Yes,
just pistol, pistol carbine.
Yeah, we do. We start out with your basic level 1 pistol, and then we go to a 2-day tactical. And the tactical, it used to be called level 2. I kind of changed the name of it because everybody's got a different definition of tactical. Tactical is a black Velcro and kit and all that good stuff. So my thing is, hey, my definition of tactical is I'm going to cause you to think. So we're going to refresh the fundamentals, and then I'm going to start running you through applications of the fundamentals, and I'm going to make you solve problems as you go. So that's kind of why we changed that to a 2-day tactical. And we do a stress test at the end of that one, so we're going to get your heart rate up. But we have pistol, rifle, precision rifle. We actually have a wind reading class from a retired SMU guy that he's won 4 or 5 different national championships, long gun. He's a proof research sponsored shooter. A lot of our instructors, the clients will come in, they'll say, hey, whether it's an SF team, hey, I want a tier 1 instructor. We have the capability to reach out to those guys that are a contract for us and bring those in. So every single client that calls, we modify and make sure they get exactly what they need.
Awesome. Oh, John, appreciate your time.
I appreciate it, brother. Yes, sir.
Appreciate your time. All right, so the basics, all right, but literally, it's not just as easy as find your local range. Take a couple extra minutes on the internet, find that local range complex near you, get one that has the requirements that you need, because you know what you need. I don't know what you need, all right? And if you can't find one in your area, I'm here to tell you, if you're anywhere within 1,000 miles of Fort Bragg, you need to check out the range complex out here.
Please do.
This place is phenomenal, and you might be seeing us doing some classes out here. Anyways, that's all I got. You guys know the deal. Leave some questions below, comments, and when's the next battle rattle?
October 3rd, here coming up next week. It's actually going to be it's the anniversary of Mogadishu. So we're actually going to have, every stage is going to be named after an operator or ranger that was killed from Task Force Ranger. And we're going to have a big ceremony at the beginning of the match to kind of kick that off. So it should be a good time.
Awesome. Check it out, guys. If you can't make this one, maybe you can make the next one. And you know the deal. Y'all take care and shoot straight. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.